Oh, it's time for Southern Mallee Giants report and the footy segment with Coleman Shack live from the loader with his work around the farm still going on while we're recording. Hey Coleman, how are you?
Yeah, going well. Thanks, Flo, man. Good to talk to you again.
Yeah, from the loader. Now, just explain, you got a truck there with some hay on it. You're getting the loader to rip it off and get it out to the sheep. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, just got a few hungry mobs of sheep at the moment, so bit of rain on the horizon, so just parked the cedar for a little bit. Hopefully that eventuates, and just feeding a few sheep.
Yeah, okay. Does that mean that across your area, just so for everyone else in the wide area listening, that you've had some rain but you haven't got any sheep feed up just yet, so you're actually doing hand feeding at the moment?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so it's all very lucky to get the start that we have so far in our region. So it's all the sheep feed sort of popping through the ground at the moment. But don't want to chuck the sheep on them just yet until it starts to get a bit bigger and get a bit more quality feed for them.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, what sounds good too, that you get a weekend off and for you, best on the ground against Warwick on the Anzac Clash. I mean, the heady heights of the best on ground, Coleman, and I mean, how have you been managing your week after such an illustrious performance last week?
I think the boys might have just named me best on ground to get the confidence up after the first couple of weeks I've had. I think that's the path they're going down, trying to fill me with confidence for the next game.
Oh, filling you with confidence. That's a good answer. I thought you might have come back with something like, Wayne, since we've had the baby, family and that, it's just been great for me. My whole life is really complete. Something like that.
No, now I've got the family. It is good to have the week off, week on at the moment. The body's recovering a bit better than it does backing up after a game.
Oh, that's great. Well, look, I guess we shouldn't speak any more about your highlights package and reel that you'll have available for everyone of the membership of the Giants over the next week or so. But what about Webster? Ben Webster Variety hadn't played for 246 days, according to your Facebook page. Gets a game back to his 100th game, so he waited for nearly a whole 12 months to actually play that 100th game.
Yeah, he did. He lined up last year against Ararat. I reckon it was the last game of the season, and went to bed thinking he was playing his 100th game the next day, and I think that's when our next lockdown hit, and it got pretty much called off that morning, I think, so he had to hold on for another year, and his first game he had a wedding, so he was away, and got his chance this week, and he's one of the most loved players at the club, Benny Webster, so everyone was rapt for him to play his 100th, and he led the boys out, and kicked 4 snags to go along with it.
Oh, didn't he? What? Josh booted 5, the two of them, the duo, the dynamic Webster duo up forward, 9 goals between them, and it was Hayden Drew and Sam Bromley Lynch with a 3 and 2. Look, what a great win. 21-14 to 10-4. And this Warwick Eagles side wasn't a bad outfit. Matthew Johns is a pretty good player. Carl Chandy comes back from his AFL days and some time at the Premiership Club Harndorf in South Australia. And he brought with him Matty Yench, who's a star Crows player from a past era. So, they've got some good players. But, gee, your side, and in commentary on this earlier on in our program, and I did actually ask our Warwick Herald scribe, Scotty Stewart, he said to watch the Southern Mallee Giants is to watch a group of players come together who play as a team and seem to know each other's game. And he said if Warwick Eagles could get like that, then they'd be a lot more competitive. So a real high accolade being paid there to your side, Coleman.
Yeah, that is some nice words from Scotty Stewart. So, I think, credit goes to, Timmy, Muff and Joshy Webster, the coaches at the moment, got us all on the same page. Obviously, it's only 2 games in, so a lot can change. But I'm sure Warwick they'll come along. They've got a pretty young team. They've got some good young players, so give them a few more games under their belt. And I reckon with the experience of Cheney and Yench, like you said, and they've got a couple of senior players like Rui McKenzie and that are local as well, they'll develop pretty quickly, and I reckon they'll be a tougher team to play against come later in the year. Yeah,
Lee Stewart and Angus McSween, they're both coming to the fore right now. The 2 White brothers were in your best players. What about Lee Stewart and Angus McSween? How are they developing in your squad? And they were obviously very high up in the best players.
Yeah, Lee Stewart. He's been our back pocket half-back playing stalwart for, I don't know, 6, 7 years now probably. So he got his game together on the weekend, and he just provides plenty of run for us. He runs all day. He's probably the fittest in the team. We love his run off half-back. And Angus McSwain, this is his only second game for the club. He's new this year. He's slotted in there on the half-back line, and he's sort of just like a short offender. He very calm and collected down there, and sort of sets play up with Zachy Robbins, so they can take a good quality forward from the opposition as well as set us up. So he found his feet a bit more from the after 2 games together now, and played some good footy.
Okay, the reserves lost. Now, the Eagles hadn't won for a couple of years, and I reckon back in their 2019 season only won a couple of games. So your blokes would be pretty disappointed walking off the Oval, getting nailed by them in that last quarter, 9-9 to 5-5.
Yes, they were, I reckon. We had a pretty good team on the weekend. So Warwick, they played some really good footy in the reserves and got the ball. They got off to a pretty good start, and the boys pegged them back. I think they might have been within 10 points there in the third quarter. So they had their chance to go ahead with it and get the win. But Warwick kicked back and got their second win, and kicked ahead of the boys again. So the Eagles are too good there.
Dylan Marshman, Nico Garcia, Brody Colbert, Jonty Bellinger, the Fridge, and Jaden Cook were amongst it. Bellinger, Taylor Donnan back after the wedding. Just the one snag there from the big man, and Nico Garcia and Mick Saunders on the score sheet for your blokes. Hey, in the morning, this is what I wanted to get to, and I'm going to get your thoughts on this. Your blokes led this game at three-quarter time, these Southern Mallee Giants under 14s. They looked like they could take the win after fighting back to the Warwick Eagles, and that they were right in there, 4-2 to 4-1. The final score was the Eagles 7-3 to 5-2. I'm told by reliable sources that they might have just run out of a bit of ticker in that last quarter, and the Warwick Eagles with a fraction of bigger bodies and a couple of bigger players were able to get them. Was it disappointing for the loss? Because I reckon it was one they might have actually been able to take.
Yeah, the boys definitely didn't hide their disappointment after the game. They were shattered after getting their first win in round one. They thought they could back it up again, and they didn't miss it by much actually. Anyone's game at three-quarter time, and they definitely didn't lack any ticker. They just probably ran out a bit of puff, and one of the Warwick boys, I think Max Inkster is his name. He was just he just ran away with it. He was a bit too big and strong, and they were too good just in the end. So good effort from the fellas though. Yeah,
what about Inkster? 5 goals for them, and there's Tom Penny. He's another one of that Penny family. There's a couple of families, I think, from memory, and they've got some A-grade footballers amongst them now, and they're only kids still, so really good. What about Kybe Bellinger? He's a good player. Cody Frankel, Spencer Williams, Jacob Hutchison, Leith Hornman, Aidan Credlin, and Maxie Roberts were good players. Kybe Bellinger, Aidan Credlin, Spencer Williams, and Kryzen Burdett were up there, but I think the first 3 were the 3 goal kickers that were named there on the sheet. So, look, that bit disappointment. Okay, getting around the club, you had some training. What happens this week? Training would have been lighter, I assume, because you're not playing any grades this weekend. You got the bye. So did you take a lighter run, and was that down in Horsham this week?
Yes, we did train down in Horsham, so took the opportunity just to freshen the legs up a bit. But we only trained one night, but it was still a solid night. Timmy Inkster took the chance to hand the reins over to the Horsham boys down there, so they ran the session for us and drove us into the ground. So it was a solid session in the end, and in the rain actually down there. So it was a good hit out, and boys would get a bit of fitness out of it. Take the chance to get a bit of fitness this weekend, and we went out for a feed together and a couple of drinks afterwards, which is always nice to bond during the week when you got the bye. Yeah,
a solid session had around the whole complement of the evening. Very good stuff for the lads. And what about the Giants draw? Next time around at Beulah, your home deck, people can get tickets for this. Become a member of the Southern Mallee Giants. There's a couple of locations actually where you can do this. Over at the Hopetoun News Agency, great people there. They not only got the tickets for the Giants draw, but they have got a massive range of memorabilia stuff. Out the back there, they've got these great wall signs and sort of like rustic art that you can put up on your wall. So get in there to the Hopetoun News Agency. And the Beulah Community Store is the other location.
It is, yeah. So we encourage everyone to get down there, get a ticket, and even come along to the night. I don't think you have to be there to win it. So if you can't make it, still get a ticket. And the more tickets are sold, I think the bigger the prize pool. So get along, get a ticket, and chance to win a fair bit of cash, I think.
Oh, good stuff. The Southern Valley Giants, great club, good atmosphere too, and doing a terrific job by those businesses that are supporting the community store at Beulah and the Hopetoun News Agency. Coleman, I better let you get back into that lift, the very, very nice piece of equipment you've got to feed the hay out. I was thinking it might be like a telehandler loading it, but you're actually pulling it off the truck, so you've got plenty of work to do, I expect.
Yeah, it's coming into a busy time of the year at the moment, so not a bad weekend to have a bye for the Giants, so there'll be no excuses to get on the training track next week.
All right, Coleman Jack talking the Southern Valley Giants report with a weekend off. We look forward to talking to you next week, Coleman.
Cheers, bye, man.